Greetings, dear viewer. Imagine a game, a match, with three of the best players on their respective champions. Spearshot, the best Pantheon in the world, playing Pantheon. xPetu, the best Shen in the world, playing Shen. Okay? Natty Nat, the best Rengar in the world, playing Rengar. This is the match that we are about to witness today. We have a battle of epic proportions. The proportions on our hands. And today we will see what happens when you put three of the best one-trick ponies on their champions in the same game, in Europe West Challenger. So let's find out. So we have Lucian matchup here, right? And it's pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually, I feel like this is the only matchup that I am not confident into. Because I actually played versus a professional player, I can't remember his name right now. I think maybe Toffe. Maybe his name was Toffe or something. And he was playing Lucian into me. And that guy always used his E to dodge my E. Like, it was not even funny, man. Every single time I used my E in the laning phase, the Lucian simply used E and dodged it. And I had no way to play the game, because I can't taunt. I can't go into melee range because he outspaces me. And then if I taunt, he dodges it with E. It was just simply unwinnable. But today we will try to win this matchup, which is very difficult. I'm going to start with E here. I'm going to try to go for an early... Oh no, I missed it already. That's already a bad sign, guys. That's already a bad sign. He had a good spacing there. I should have maybe hung on to my E a little bit more. So I should have just waited for a better opportunity. The way I went for that E, it was like a fishing E, where I kind of hoped that he would walk into it, right? And it's often not even a bad idea to do these E's, because usually, if you can catch them walking into you by predicting their movement, it means that you are in a better position. Oh, there. Like, look, I try to use E to back off away from the Q to dodge the Q damage from Lucian, but because the animation is so fast, and I cast the E at an angle where I'm not going perpendicular to the Q movement in order to escape its path at the maximal velocity, it actually makes me take damage from the E. The Q. I'm gonna last hit this other tower. I get access to Q here, which enables me to get this minion under tower. I have to play really far back because I don't want to get pressed the attack. Right, I try to go for the taunt when he's stuck in auto attack animation, but he cancels it with his E again backwards. So I'm already getting very bad deja vu vibes from this, the same way I had versus that Lucian I was talking to you guys about. At least we can blast it our cannon minion here. Looks like Pantheon is pushing Rumble in the top side, which means that it would be an ideal gank opportunity, right? But because our Rengar is pathing bot side, it means that Pantheon is able to play there as he wants and probably took for a reset now. I'm just gonna have to focus on farming. It's not likely that we get solo kills, but you never know, right? You never know. I might just pop out with the E perpendicular taunt flash and kill this guy. Looks like a Renata roam might be coming. Actually, we are gonna kill this guy, okay? We got the boys backing me up. I think we just need Rengar and Renata. Like, we can do this kind of sandwich maneuver, guys. I will teach you challenger movement, okay? Sandwich maneuver, technique 49, okay? Renata, support, comes from top side. You see it on the map, okay? Rengar comes from the bot side. And we create a sandwich that pushes Lucian into my taunt flash here, okay? So they're coming in from both sides, and we're gonna go for taunt flash. Hit it. Oh, hit it on the E. Rengar falls up with a root E, and that's a beautiful kill on the Lucian. Mwah. Exactly as planned. Okay, now we would like to push the wave, but actually, I mean, I could technically recall already at this position, you know what I mean? Like, I could take a recall, maybe purchase boots and a ruby crystal, and it would be quite fine. I actually think that would have been the best option. Now I'm going for the second to best option, which is desperately trying to stay in lane in order to maximize experience in the short term, but this is probably gonna lose to my other play in the long term. Because I'm gonna obviously get, you know, better experience in the short term, but then, like, I'm just delaying my bad back, right? I had to take a recall at some point. I still have, like, good amount of HP because I have access to Doran Shield and Second Wind. But this is not gonna get any better from this point on, especially since Lucian got all resources and he probably has a little bit of item as well, longsword or cool or something. So we are just probably gonna recall for the steel caps here. The enemies have 2 AD carries and a Pantheon in their team. Oh wait, I mean, damn. I think it's good for me to look top lane and realize that there's a possibility to catch Pantheon or Spear Shot coming from top lane, but in that situation it cost me, like, you know, probably 2 minions, because now I delayed my back by, let's say, 8 seconds or something, and we can count in 8 seconds how much we wish. So we would be in lane right about now, so we're gonna miss that one range minion because of the delayed back. Are we gonna miss anything else? We would be in lane, we would be in lane, we would be in lane. In 8 seconds. Yeah, I mean, let's say it cost me 1 range minion worth of experience and gold to cancel my back there. So it's not the end of the world, but it's still a meaningful advantage for the Lucian. The reason why I go steel caps, usually I'm a big Ionian Boots of Lucidity salesman myself, but in this game enemies, like I said, 2 AD carries and a Pantheon, which means that steel caps attack, basic attack damage reduction will gain a lot of value. Also, depending on the itemization of the opponents, I could warrant going for a Randuin's Omen here. I didn't use that word correctly. We might be ulting top lane here, by the way. I mean, this is not the best ultimate. You know, I mean, I'll let you guys think about it a little bit. Why is that not the best ultimate? It's a fine ultimate. It's not the best ultimate, right? I mean, the obvious answer is that we don't have potential for a kill there, so I'm merely using it as a denial of a potential kill. And the thing is, I didn't actually realize that Rumble would be so healthy after killing Pantheon. Okay, there's a Pantheon ultimate, so we're gonna have to back off. I'm gonna play this a little bit patiently here, E over the wall. Lucian has Adaptive Force Elixir going on. Rumble TP's mid lane to try to cover this play, but he's just gonna walk top lane. This is actually quite nice by Rumble. It doesn't look good here, because it's kind of waste of time. But the thing is that Rumble is not losing anything, because the wave is pushing towards him in the top lane. So he can actually now punish Pantheon, who's moving back to lane, without Rumble losing much resources himself. Actually, this Adaptive Force Elixir lasts so long from the triple tonic. I was looking for a way to go in there. I still have E, by the way, so I'm not in danger of dying. I don't know, this seems a bit troll, man. This seems a bit troll. Okay, Renata doesn't even die. I mean, okay, yeah, Renata used W on Jinx. But like, I feel compelled to go in, because both my ADC and support are roaming for this play. We got Nautilus. This is so bad, man. This is horrendous. What are we doing there? Why are we coming mid lane with Jinx? I mean, okay, I know actually why. You are 0-3 in your own lane, and you feel compelled to try to get some kind of impact on the game, so you just run it down mid lane. But it happens. We're just gonna have to hop into the game here. I mean, we are at a 9 or 4 kill disadvantage. Enemies have a very fed Ezreal at this point, but my Rumble is doing very well, okay? Topside is doing well, and Rengar is getting kills. Rengar is dying as well. Spearshot and Natinat are just trading kills in both directions. The way we're gonna win this game, okay? The way we're gonna win this game is by being methodical, right? Being very... It's about decision making, like always. It's about decision making, but this game will, like, definitely not be an easy game. We'll just have to think about what we can do that maximizes our win chances. And in this game, I feel like we have to play around the Rengar, okay? So I have gathered, basically, the way I think about this is, okay, there is this kind of statistical thinking called Bayesian thinking, or, you know, you could call it Bayesian data analysis, Bayesian analysis, Bayesian probability, Bayesian statistics. This dear friend has many names. But the way I want to think about this from a Bayesian data kind of point of view is that we have some kind of prior idea about how good our teammates are, right? So I have a very solid prior on a Rengar because Natinat has been rank 1 in Europe West, for example, last season. So I know for a fact that he's a very good player, right? I have no prior, or like my prior is, let's say, uninformative on the rest of my team. So, for example, my top laner and my bot laners, I don't know them, so I don't expect them to be particularly good. And the moment I get some kind of evidence that suggests that my bot lane is bad, I will start treating them as being bad, because now I have some kind of, you know, prior knowledge mixed with the data that I have seen by playing the game. But in the case of Rumble, we have received evidence that Rumble is a good player because he has picked up a couple of kills. So now, by mixing these priors, like Rengar has played okay, right? I wouldn't say this is magical Rengar performance because he's died twice. But because I have this prior information on the Rengar that he's a very good player, then I will be prompted to play around him. The Ezreal goes for a flash there, but Rengar follows up with an E-flash and Jinx ults. And this secures the shutdown. And now Rengar has a shutdown, Atinat has a shutdown. He has big gold spike, and he also had his hubris completed for that, which means he has gained permanent AD. Essentially working like... Did you guys know there was an item in League of Legends called Sword of the Occult? And Sword of the Occult was essentially... yes, essentially. A AD, a physical damage, okay? A attack damage. Meiai Soul Stealer, okay? So it functions similar to a Meiai Soul Stealer. It was removed from the game because it was too snowbally. I don't know why Renata is roaming here. I guess he wants support stacks. But I don't know, like, I'm missing experience for this, right? We are sharing experience, but I guess it's okay. Support wants to get support stacks, it's understandable, right? We should let them get the support stacks, they have feelings too. So anyways, Sword of the Occult was removed because it was too snowbally. So for some reason Meiai's is not too snowbally. I don't know what that's about. Maybe mages are just not that good. But maybe this game we can go for a little bit of Meiai's feeling ourselves. Since we have this new age Sword of the Occult on the Rengar. So maybe we could pick up a Dark Seal and use that technology to create a snowball advantage for ourselves. But like I said, I'm kind of thinking about the Randuin's Omen this game, because they do have Lucian, who's obviously gonna itemize into critical strike chance by items such as Kraken Slayer, maybe Infinity Edge, Essence Reaver. There's a lot of options that Lucian could go for that give critical strike. Pantheon's Q critically strikes at low HP, but does it get reduced by Randuin's Omen? Here's a question for you guys. I genuinely do not know the answer. If you go into the League wiki, you will either see a mention of a critical strike, or then you will see a mention of a cosmetic critical strike, which means that it's not amplified by Infinity Edge, and therefore also not reduced by Randuin's Omen. But I would have to read up on this, so I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, Randuin's Omen can be valuable, plus Shending Help, my friend, my rival, my partner in Shen, he is a very big advocate of Randuin's Omen. He thinks it's a good item. Personally, I haven't had that much success with Randuin's Omen. Now, by the way, Jinx is moving into mid lane, so I should swap into bot lane. I'm gonna purchase the Varden's Mail here, and maybe, yeah, let's go for the Dark Seal here. We're gonna simulate some of that snowball in Meiai's feeling, for the sake of Sword of the Occult this game. So I'm just gonna run into bot lane. We have access to our ultimate here. We can look for a play maybe on the Rengar. This is a little bit difficult. I mean, we would have to go from Rengar ultimate. Jinx is just farming. I don't think we necessarily have a winning fight there. And ideally we fight around Rengar and Rumble and not Rengar and our bot lane, right? So I'm gonna refrain from at least actively making a decision to make that proactive play in mid lane. Instead, we are gonna shove out the bot wave, try to gather some resources for ourselves. And if you think about it, Jinx is still, at the end of the day, a hyperscaling AD carry, right? And Renata is a champion that functions very well in disrupting opponents' engages, not so well in creating engages of our own. So all of this is to say that I feel like we have a strong chance at delaying the game and picking up some shutdowns and allowing our team comp to scale in order to then create a more advantageous fight later on. For example, the Gragas is in a very strong position right now with a 9 stack Dark Seal as well as a Lich Bane. So ideally, if we have no vision of Gragas, we shouldn't take any fight because that Gragas can just appear out of nowhere, as happened in the last play mid lane in which I died because Gragas appeared out of fog. I'm gonna be looking for an ultimate maybe on the Rumble if he needs me there. Nautilus is also roaming topside, so if there's 3 people collapsing on Rumble, I will just let him die. They have so much damage that there is no reason for me to cast my ultimate because it will simply get bursted through. So that's the reason why we refrain from ulting. Bot lane is now sieging mid lane tower. I'm probably still having to go... wait. require magic resist. That's what I wanted to say. I'm gonna have to ult Jinx here because otherwise she's gonna die. And if Jinx dies here, we lose the tower completely. Now, I didn't get my W in time. I'm just gonna die here, man. Okay, like look. This is good. This is good. This is fine for us. This is a beautiful Renata ultimate. Okay, Jinx is popping off. One more. Nice. Renata gets it with Ignite. Rengar still has ultimate, by the way. Maybe he can get Ezreal here. Okay, nice. Maybe look for another jump. Is possible. Chain Vest? xPetu really? No. I think we finish Randuin's here first. Honestly. Just go for the HP here. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna have to purchase magic resist at some point. But look at that beautiful cleanup by Rengar. By the way, you notice my deliberate choice to not use Flash in that situation. Because if I use Flash, I can possibly survive, okay? But at the same time, I would have to Flash so that the enemies stop hitting me and they will take less damage from the tower because they were the tower diving me, right? And I don't feel like the expected value of that is higher than what I can get from Flash, for example, now that I have revived. So I just consciously say, okay, like, if they kill me here, I'm happy with not flashing, right? Or rather, I would say, I don't think it's worth to flash to survive, so I'm gonna take my chances and try to survive without flashing. That's the way I approach that situation. We're gonna be able to pick up Nautilus here. There's a very big mistake that I made in the last play, which I kind of showcased again just now, and it was not activating my W in advance before taunting in, because actually I got hooked in by Nautilus, but I needed to get my W off during Nautilus's hook in order to block his rooting effect on the first auto attack that he hits, because Nautilus players rely on the rooting effect of their auto attack in order to chain CC us to death, right? So if I... Oh, actually, I think that's fine because he gets rooted. Like, I don't think he kills Jinx. Yeah, let's go, man. Jinx picks up another kill on the Gragas. Beautiful. And the game is suddenly even. From a big deficit in the early game, we have managed to even the game out. Not by any merit of our own, but rather through the trusting of our teammates. In this case, Rengar, I would say, has done... I mean, Rumble has done good work as well. Rumble has actually Yakshot completed already. That is kind of scary. I'm gonna be honest here. That is kind of scary. While we're in the mid game... Oh, wait. 5 seconds on ultimate. Rumble's gonna die before that, right? Picks up another kill. Oh, that was close. Move away from the cannon minion in order to let Bami's Cinder not damage it, so that I can last it with the next auto attack. I'm gonna clear this wave and I can purchase Randuin's Omen. I have something that I want to say. Ooh, wait. That guy got bopped. Still possibilities for ultimate. I got tower dot here. I mean, we can recall this time because we can purchase Randuin's Omen for 800 gold. And then I can go top lane and stop the wave from crashing on the tier 2. And I think now maybe it's gonna be a little bit of a more peaceful moment. So I have just come home, by the way. And I have come home from school. And I have just finished my last exam. Okay. My final course exam in my master's degree program. Okay. I still have my thesis left, which obviously a master's thesis is no small feat, right? It's still gonna take me a while to graduate. But I have completed all my... I mean, hopefully, if I pass. I've completed all my courses. And not only that... Ooh, wait, we got double taunt here. And they're just standing on top of Nautilus ultimate, by the way. That was a perfect Renata CC chain combo into my taunt in order to keep them in the Rumble ultimate and just taking damage all the time. Okay. I don't know if Spearshot is having a very nice game this game. The Rumble is doing much better than he is. Don't tell this to Spearshot, please. But I will also say that I have had very good like academic motivation over the past 5 years, in the sense that I have completed all of my courses thus far with a perfect grade, and I'm very happy about that because it's something that I have put a lot of effort into it. And it's not just something that happens randomly, right? But I have made the kind of deliberate effect or like choice to consistently try to learn everything that is involved in the courses that I take, because I take courses in university that I feel are beneficial for my own learning and something that will, help me in the future. Plus, I like maths. So yeah, let's see how these last 2 exams go, and maybe I can actually finish university with a perfect score, which would be obviously nice. 55 seconds on our ultimate. I'm maybe gonna try to go for a E flash here. We can play it slow. Ideally play around Rengar. Renata got bursted, so... Look, we have to block everything for Jinx. Look here, guys. Just stand in front of Jinx. Legit. Stand in front of Jinx. I just blocked 2000 damage, by the way. No cap. No cap. It looked like I did nothing, but I did so much that fight. Actually. I'm not just praising myself, I'm just trying to get you guys an idea of how to play Shen in certain team fights. Because think about it. I have 150 armor. Jinx has what, 60 armor or something. So she takes essentially double the damage as I do from physical damage. And I blocked a grand total of 1000 physical damage in front of her from such spells as SoloQ and Lucian Ultimate. So I essentially gave Jinx 2000 HP to work with in that fight. And I didn't even have to use my ultimate, which I believe was on cooldown still, because it was 55 seconds at the start of the fight. Gotta take a deep breath. I'm going into very high commentating zones here. Okay, Nautilus pulled by Renata. I didn't want to appear. I'm gonna use W here on top of Renata. I'm just gonna play this slow. Ulti on Renata. Nothing crazy, guys. Nothing crazy. E-flash after Lucian wastes his summoner spells. Rengar is still good here, I think. I can use Randuin's Omen, but maybe he just dies. Okay. Spear Shot picks up the shutdown. I'm gonna have to escape this situation somehow. Gragas maybe forgets about my existence. I'm gonna have to go over the wall here. If he was 300 IQ, he would chase me there. I'm just gonna recall now. Hey! 10 Dark Seal stacks, guys. Talk about that. Hollow Radiance completed. Now I have access to Magic Resist, so that Gragas can no longer one-shot me. Rumble picks up another kill. He is... Wait, is Rumble building Dead Man's Plate? Is that guy him? Oh, nice try. He's honestly going Dead Man's Plate, right? That is cooking, bro. That is really cooking. I have not seen that before, but as a firm believer in the Dead Man's Plate supremacy these days, I find that to be an excellent choice in itemization by the Rumble. 60 seconds on our ultimate. Neutral objective Dragon coming up soon. We are able to get pressure in the top lane by using our Baron buff, but we have to make sure that we do not die. The most important thing here is to do not die, okay? We don't see any enemies, okay? No enemies visible, please do not overextend. We see Nautilus, we can extend a little bit, okay? The more people we see on the map, the further we can extend ourselves, because the risk of going forward decreases. We have gained a Mountain Dragon here. Since we already pushed the wave out, I'm gonna look for a flank position here. And remember, we have Randuin's Omen to kind of... Okay, we just play this smart here. I think we win this. I'm just gonna stand, okay? I'm just gonna stand. Force them to engage. Randuin's Omen on 2. Rengar one-shots Gragas. Jinx goes crazy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just magnificent, actually. Notice that I legit, again, I play a teamfight, in my opinion, very close to perfection by standing still. Okay? This is something that I learned from... look, again, I'm standing still, and this is the correct play. I just tanked 9 tower shots for my Rumble, so that he's able to pick up a kill. And the enemies have forfeited. So in this time, Rengar one trick was the one who carried. Shen one trick in the backgrounds, getting some advantage for our team as well. Jinx, despite the early difficulties, made a solid comeback, and Spearshot had a little bit of a difficult game, but it is what it is. Let's check what Spearshot is doing on stream, by the way. I just noticed he is live on Twitch. 940 LP Grandmaster, guys. Obviously in Challenger territory here. Let's see what's going on.
This is the reality. You're not even good.
I think he's talking with Natty Nat here.
Now, if you were to verse Janko so Agharid, no problem. But there's about 4 good junglers on the whole server, and everyone else sucks dick. Well. That's the problem, bro. That's the problem. True. So now your ego gets inflated because you're versing a Gragas who's got 9,000 gold to 15k. Yeah, and he's down 4 levels. Well. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
It is what it is.
GG will play xPetu.
Nah, xPetu is the GOAT, man. That guy is actually too good at the fucking game.
Alright, Natty. Take care, brother.
Anyways,
Take care.
have a good one, boss.
Oh, Natty. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for watching.